Hello there, and welcome to the Juhadre podcast in association with Rated R Esports.
Where who the hell knows where this conversation is going to take us?
Well, let's find out.
One of the freaking construction workers walks up and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "Dude, I forgot to trim this." And he goes up and looks and he goes, "Oh, I hate that."
The last time we had a guest on the show, I started recording in the middle of whatever random conversation.
Did you just do this again?
Of course I did.
Fuck yeah, you did. Welcome to Juhadre.
Nice. I am Juhadre.
I'm Alvatross, and today we've got our good friend Blien as our guest. Surprise.
Thank you.
Kind of.
Kind of a surprise.
Let's back up a bit. Blien is the one with the camera, and since Torchy threatened to send us his camera, and I used threatened because he did say, I'm about ready to send it to you.
Yeah, it was very funny when he did that. And Blien actually just recently got into photography.
Yep.
Got yourself a brand new Sony
Alpha 6500.
And it's a beautiful camera.
Yeah, it's a mirrorless.
Yeah, you used it when we went out to California.
Yeah, got some great pictures.
Exactly. Yep. And so what we're going to do is we're going to spend the next couple of weeks strategizing how we're going to lay out the room, what we're going to do for transitions and such, and we're going to start bringing videoed podcasts to you once we get that all figured out. And Blien is going to be in the room with us every time. Probably going to be Hay Bales-esque from middle of somewhere, just kind of cackling in the background.
Yeah.
It's going to be funny.
Probably.
Yep.
So, Blien, we want to get started, but before we do have a couple of announcements and things to talk about. First of all, last week I did announce that the League of Legends team was playing in a tournament tomorrow. That did get postponed a week so that there would be a bigger number of teams.
So there won't be a game to watch tomorrow.
There will not. However, we are continuing to do tryouts to expand to our 10-man roster. So if anyone is Diamond 3 plus rank in League of Legends and wants to, you can... What?
Sorry, go ahead.
You can hit me up on Discord, Juhadre #8519, or directly on Twitter, and we'll get you in and see what we can come up with. What are you?
It's this stupid foam thing I took off the damn microphone.
Yeah, and now you're mocking me on the
side.
I
am mocking you. Yeah.
In the future, we'll have videos of this, so you can actually see him messing
it's so
around.
funny because I was talking to a coworker today, and they're like, "You're gonna start doing video?" I'm like, "Yeah." Now I got to figure out what to do with my hands.
Yes, and that was in one of your tweets.
Yeah, because I'm like, what am I supposed to do? I just never know what to do with my hands. Like when you always went up to do the project at school, my hands right next to my sides.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to be doing here. Like
I always made fun of those guys.
Yeah, because you got to move. Anyway, next announcement. Congratulations to those who voted on the Idiot of the Week last week.
Yep, Snowplow won.
Snowplow was 5-0, so that feels good.
Yeah.
I mean, for you, I got 0 votes.
You even voted for mine.
I did. I really did.
You couldn't beat Snowplow versus Car.
Like, what an idiot.
Yes. What an idiot of the week.
That was a lot of fun to do. I'm really looking forward to that and furthering it here on the show. Yeah,
and I apologize. I don't have any announcements or anything. I've been so swamped with everything that's going on with at work that oh my gosh, my wife is out of town. I've just been so busy. I'm like, well, she's out of town. I might as well work.
No, exactly. That's a good thing to do.
What else am I gonna do?
The next thing is we are trying to get these episodes out day of.
Yes, that is true. We are trying to do that.
If you don't see one until maybe Saturday morning, that's okay because we're sending them to Rated R at like 8 at night Mountain Time. Mm-hmm. And so if it takes a little bit to get it up there, that's what it is. But be aware that we're recording and submitting it as fast as we can. We're getting it up as fast as we can.
So it's not going to take a week anymore.
Yeah, we don't have any more of this. By the time you hear this, it's going to be real.
That was getting really annoying because I'm like, and then I forget because I'm not a Twitter guy. Mm-hmm. Social media guy. I have social media because that's like the new thing. You just do it. Mm-hmm. Facebook. Because people are like, here's your event, but they'll tag me and stuff, and I'm like, why?
I'm the same way.
Yeah, I've had the hardest time getting into social media, but I am willing to get a Twitter for this.
Hey, there you go.
I have a Twitter. I technically have 2 Twitters. I followed Wendy's. Oh my gosh.
They're hilarious.
Their tweets are so savage.
I think there's a hashtag Savage Wendy's or something like that.
I'm gonna have to look that up now.
You can at least look it up online. You say Savage Wendy's tweets, and
It's
they're hilarious.
fantastic when they went against Burger King, McDonald's, Arby's. It is hilarious.
So then, with all those announcements out of the way, I do want to ask one more question here to kind of not really guide, but to start off our conversation for the day. Blien, you've been listening to Juhadre pretty much from the beginning.
Yep.
Because you're a very close friend of ours. I've known you since, what year would that be? What year was that?
2000.
Nice.
2003?
That would have been 8th grade.
You guys are old.
Yeah, well, fine.
Older
Yeah, we
than
are.
some.
Anyway,
younger
it's
than
been,
others.
it's been a while. And so you've been involved with a lot of our decision making and, all of our coming up in all of this. And so it's nice to have you on the show. But now, with everything that you have and your quote-unquote fandom, and then Alvatross with being involved here, we started Juhadre really focusing on the
Esports.
entertainment sports, talking about professional video gaming and streaming and those type of things. And we've slowly been moving away from that. And I want to know your guys' thoughts on it because we've garnered a bit of a following with that subject. And I'm wondering what the future of Juhadre will be if we continue with that or if we move away and what will happen with other followers, etc., especially keeping in mind our involvement and association with Rated R.
Yeah, I think what you've done is like perfect. It's a good balance between purely esports related and just kicking back and having fun and talking.
Okay.
So if you continue, every third or fourth episode talking about esports or at least something to do with gaming or technology, which knowing you two, there will always be technology involved in some.
Don't even get me started on the technology.
the conversation.
I'm
Yeah.
so pissed.
I know you are, and
I'm so pissed.
I've specifically not brought this up yet because I know for a fact it would be our entire episode, but we have other stuff we want to talk about.
First.
Yeah, first.
Oh man.
So yeah, I think it's good.
Okay. And what about you, Albatross?
I don't know. When I had the idea for a podcast, when I came up to you on that, I was not expecting you to say. Did I just say your name?
No.
Okay. I'm like, I think I just said it. Anyways.
Now you're self-conscious
Yes,
because of
dude,
last week.
I've been so self-conscious today because I just got the promotion at work.
Woohoo!
And my boss told me, look, you've now proved yourself. Now slow the fuck down.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
actually, you know what? In any capacity, that is decent advice.
Well, he says, look, you're doing fantastic. Now you just need to slow down. So, because as a Tech 1, you can make mistakes. You can make minor mistakes. As a Tech 2, there's no mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
And so...
Because the type of work
But
does
anyways,
change.
to go back to that, I didn't know. Because like I've always had the idea, I love comedy podcasts. But I also like story podcasts. I like such a variety. I don't know what I want. And so I kind of like the idea of just... I'm a varietier. So...
Okay.
I don't know. But I've enjoyed doing this because a lot of my role models, for example, Gary Vee, go do it.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you holding yourself back? Just do it. He even said, put out the gross, stupid, horrible video or sound file. It's publicity.
Right.
Yeah, so I followed that. And that's why in my 2019 year, I did so much. And I was so happy. 2020 is even more. Which I just... With that rule, I bought a brand new TV. Yes, I did. Which is where the technology comes in.
So what you were just saying there about just do it is actually
Yeah,
one of
just
the
do it.
main reasons why I have not gone back and re-edited the first 4 or 5 episodes of season 1.
Who cares? You get past those, you're fine.
Yeah, it is hard to listen to them for sure, but that's part of what
The learning
Juhadre
process
is. Exactly.
Well, that's our start.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I think these sound a lot better. Especially, I heard myself when the mic settings aren't on the entire room, and I'm fine.
Yeah, and they're not that bad.
I thought they were,
No,
but it's your own worst critic, right?
yeah, it's my freaking voice. Oh, I hate it so much on microphone. Yeah, and apologizing for last week. I was so pumped and excited. I don't even remember what for, but...
I can't remember really either.
I never remember. Yeah.
So, then you brought up your TV.
Oh, fuck that damn awesome TV. Okay, if that's where we're going to go on this
If you don't want to, that's cool.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Maybe somebody will have the answer somewhere.
Okay.
And Blien can back me up because I proved it to him.
Yep.
Yes. He even told me yesterday, if anybody else besides you or Juhadre would have said this, I wouldn't have believed you. So I had a Samsung Full HD top-notch TV from like 2015, 2016. Great picture. But then I was like, I just got a promotion, big pay raise. I'm going to celebrate because I want a 4K TV. So I went out and got a 4K OLED TV, did my research, found one on sale, went and bought it because it's a fantastic picture. It's a good TV. Mm-hmm. Even the guy that I was buying it from Best Buy, like, I'm pretty sure I was his favorite customer for a while because we were talking back and forth and they knew what I was talking about. He knew what I was talking about. I knew what he was talking about. And we were just going back and forth. And he's just, this guy's not an idiot. I'm loving this conversation. You can see the smile on his face. Mm-hmm. But I get home, plug it into my HTPC, which stands for Home Theater PC. So here's where the stupid comes in.
Okay.
I turn on Netflix. Now, normally I have my Sonos bar, just the whole 5.1 surround sound system turned up all the way, and I just use the volume controller from the actual PC. Mm-hmm. Just the volume command center, whatever you want to call it. No big deal. I can turn up volume from anything, any video on the hard drive, Chrome, the Blu-ray player, or
Apps.
even Netflix. Yeah, just any app. But now Netflix, no, it cannot be controlled from that. And yes, some of you are thinking, well, have you checked the Netflix volume on the app itself? Yes, I did. Now, anyways, but if I go to like a video on my hard drive, like for example, I was really in the mood to watch The Last Night with Transformers. I turn on Transformers and I'm like, okay, why is the like it starts screaming at me because I've got that. I'm like, wait, why is this all the way up? Because I had the volume all the way up because I'm like, okay, well, that's how I do that. I was controlling it from the Sonos system. That volume, instead of having it the way I had it, you turn up the soundbar volume. You're just using one controller for everything. Mm-hmm. But so that one I can control from the command center of the volume mixer. That's what it's called, the volume mixer.
Okay.
Anyways, from the PC. Anyway, my bad.
It is.
We did have that conversation many times. But so that was fine. I was like, okay, this is weird. And so then I went to, because Disney Plus doesn't have an app yet for Windows 10, which is dumb.
It is dumb.
I'm like, come on. We're in 2020. But anyway. That bugs me so much. I'm
what,
so sorry.
That you fix yourself? Or
no, my entire life I've been saying anyways, and the proper way to say it is anyway. It does.
Correct.
Yes. Moving on. So I'm messing with all the settings on the TV because you have to calibrate it to actually get a good picture. And then when I was ripping my library in there, the sound quality isn't as good anymore because I compressed the video because I was only using an HD TV. You couldn't notice. 4K brings it out. So I went and changed a few settings. Netflix is still doing that. Then my Chrome decides to stop using video on Disney Plus. And this is where I'm saying the app comes in. You have to go into Chrome, actually go to DisneyPlus.com and watch it from the browser. But if you go to YouTube.com, you have volume. But if I go to DisneyPlus.com, there's no sound.
None whatsoever.
Blien verified this. He was like, I believe you, but at the same time I don't believe you. And I showed it to him and he's like, I don't get it.
Yeah, that's
I
weird.
Which is
really
weird
didn't.
because also with Chrome, when you're on YouTube, you can control it from the PC volume mixer. Mm-hmm. You don't have to mess with going to the Sonos and like, oh, now I need to use that because I don't know what the hell Netflix is. Uninstalled Netflix, reinstalled it, same issue. Reset Chrome worked on Disney Plus for 3 seconds. As soon as I push the volume button, volume cuts out again. YouTube still works. But I have zero issues if I'm playing a video from my hard drive.
Now see, this just reaffirms my decision to never use Chrome.
You know what? I didn't use a different browser, but the thing why I'm like, I don't know if it's actually the browser is because it works on YouTube, not on Disney Plus, but then Netflix is doing its own damn thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell?
That is a very good question.
So, but it's weird because normally you can go to your TV and just set it, I don't want to use my internal speakers, I want to use external, and it just does a pass-through. Mm-hmm. This one has that setting, but it didn't change anything. I tried HDMI ARC, doesn't work. So then I was like, you know what? Sonos, you can actually program a remote, an IR remote.
Yes.
To be the controller. Well, thank you, LG, for coming out with a great Magic Remote that's not IR.
You can still do it. That's how mine is set up.
You actually use your LG remote for it?
Yep.
How'd you do it?
I can't remember.
Damn it.
There is a way. I just looked it up. I said LG Magic Remote Sonos. Search that.
Okay,
up.
see, I didn't search that. I just searched how to hook up my remote to the thing, and it was like, oh yeah, go to these settings. It's like, oh, I remember that. So I hadn't done it in like 2 years.
Yeah, you do LG Magic Remote Sonos, and it took me like 10 seconds. It really isn't.
Well, I believe you, but now I gotta go try it. But anyways, but with all those volume issues, I'm like, I don't know what to do because I reset the PC. I went and I updated. I went to the volume mixer and troubleshooted. There's no issues. Mm-hmm. And like when you go to the volume mixer, you pull up the big properties of it. It shows that there's volume coming up. You're like, but I can't hear anything.
Yeah, I actually have had several problems like that myself. I do desktop recording for some of our scrims and stuff.
Yeah.
For the team, and when I use my Radeon software that I use for streaming,
which I actually just installed that. I wasn't using it. I didn't know that I wasn't using that.
Yeah, that's probably on me for not telling you that because I helped you build that server.
I'm going to blame it on you because I'm an NVIDIA guy, and I just become NVIDIA, so it was I was fresh to everything, and NVIDIA just automatically turns itself on.
Yeah, that's on me.
But anyways, I figured it out, installed it, got that going, pictures even more clear, but I'm just gonna warn people, if you're gonna build a home theater PC, do not compress your files.
No.
If you're gonna have a 4K TV. My entire library is shot.
Yeah.
Because I compressed it. So now I gotta go redo my entire library.
So now I'm gonna admit something here, and you're probably gonna be angry with me. From the moment you started compressing them, I wanted to say something.
You should have.
I really should have, but you were so excited and had already done like 12, 14 movies.
You should have just stopped me and done it. Okay, from now on, the rules, Juhadre, is if I'm doing something you're like, you're going to regret that in the future, just pull me aside, I'm just going to point this out, do what you want, but now don't do it.
But see, here's the problem here.
I was excited because I have a lot of video.
Well, and the other thing is, Blien, back me up. When you get excited about something, Alvatross,
I am focused.
Well, not only that, you typically know what you're doing, and so when you decided you were going to compress all these files to save disk space, the natural assumption in my brain is you searched what happens when I compress files.
I did search that, and the thing about it is what I was doing when I was compressing it, because there are settings. Oh, this is where I'm going to back myself up. Enough to maybe get by, Blien, okay? Is you can actually compress them to where you're just removing all the added files for extra audio.
So like menu, different languages, subtitles.
Yes, which is what I removed. But apparently I didn't do the setting that just does that. So I went from because Blu-rays are anywhere between like 30 and 50. I think the highest one I have is like 48.
Gigs?
Yes, 40 gig. Yeah, sorry, my apologies. But when you compress it, it goes down to between like 3 and 7 gigs. Mm-hmm. It's just video, and it looks pretty good on an HD TV. But as soon as you pull it to 4K, you're like, what the fuck am I watching?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
oh, man, that was
compressing
horrible.
video is never good for high def.
No, now that I have a 4K TV, and it's a good 4K TV, I really enjoy it. I went from a 50-inch to a 65-inch, and my wife's like, I don't want to take it back. Because I was having issues with it, because I was trying to check everything. I'm a really big techie when it comes to stuff. I put my HD TV next to my 4K TV and was checking it. And because so I went, and there are big differences, but at the same time, there's some things that aren't. And I was like, I don't know if I want to take it back. But then I really went in, and I went full on adjusting settings, and now it looks really a lot much better. I mean, Blien, you watched it yesterday, and that picture was beautiful.
Yeah, we watched The Good Dinosaur last night.
Because I looked up the setting, about 4K TVs, and in HD TV, plug and go. 4K, they are not plug and go. You have to go adjust so many different settings to find the perfect setting, and then it's just absolutely gorgeous.
It's really funny because you two have both watched a movie on my TV. Looks good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Plug and play.
Which is still you're still on what is probably the Vivid or Standard, which does look good, but wears out the TV a little bit more.
But what?
Wears out the television a lot more.
Ah.
Yeah. You're also using a Blu-ray that wasn't compressed.
Yeah, nothing is compressed.
No.
I knew better than that.
Yeah, but then again, I was just trying to save space. But what I was removing was a big. Some of the movies that I have on there aren't bad. Mm-hmm. No, but other ones pretty bad. So I'm gonna redo my library.
There is the other thing where I was actually talking with someone at work where some movies just weren't made for 4K.
No, some of them are not.
The Dark Knight series?
No, it's too dark because an OLED TV, organic. I just told my wife this.
Light emitting diode.
Yes. Oh, because she asked what it was, and I was like, here it is. Here it is. And she was like, oh, you actually knew that? Yeah, I did.
Anyway, he was saying that you can see like the stitchings and things in the Batman suit and stuff. And like you said, the picture is really dark. And what makes OLEDs beautiful is the fact that most TVs, when you do black, they just turn off the pixel.
Mm-hmm. This one actually creates its own black.
Yeah, it's a black tint in that LED. And so that's what makes the colors more vibrant. It makes the outlines so much better. It's gorgeous. But that movie was not designed for 4K.
Going off of like the picture on the 4K TV, here's what was even better, is when I was watching Infinity War.
Okay.
Endgame. Which one was the second one?
Endgame.
We were watching Endgame, and the picture wasn't like more crisp per se, but you felt like you could actually reach in and touch the actors in there because it was so real.
Yeah.
It was so amazing.
I will say that Alita Battle Angel looks incredible.
Who's that?
It's a movie.
Oh! I've never heard of that character, but okay. That makes sense.
So the story there is she's a cyborg, but it's based on an anime, and so what they did is they motion captured this actress doing everything. But in the movie, she is 100% CGI based on that motion capture.
That's awesome.
And a lot of the characters are that way because they're in this futuristic cyborg-esque kind of deal. And yeah, like you said, you can touch stuff.
Yeah,
it looks and feels like you can touch stuff, and like that movie's another good example.
Like going off of that, dude, Scarlett Johansson's ass on that TV was just amazing.
That's where we went with that?
Yeah.
All right, well,
dude, I believe it.
We were watching it, and all of a sudden she appears, I'm like, oh, that's a good ass. It was good. It was good.
Well, speaking of good, let's go ahead and give a plug here to Soezic Clothing Company. We are affiliates with them, so if you go to soezicclothing.co, you can get great shirts, great hats. I'm wearing my Soezic shirt right now.
Yeah, you have worn it every single podcast since you bought it.
It looks great, it feels great, and when you order with code JUPADRE, you get 15% off.
Now, that's no hyphens, it's JUPODRE.
Yep, no capitals, no hyphens, no spaces,
yep,
JUPADRE. So, check them out. Also, on our Twitter page, on the website section, you can click that to get to our what's called a slink, and there is a direct link to soezicclothing.co, and it's super easy. They're great to work with. Like I said, super comfortable. And if you do use that code, it not only gets you a discount, but that money that you saved, Soezic will pay us that same amount for being an affiliate, and that will help us make our own merch, pay for new equipment, and make this podcast even better than it has already become.
And becoming.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So check them out. Soezic Clothing. They're wonderful.
Yeah, no, that shirt actually looks pretty good.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah. Anyways, so that technology was just so frustrating because I had to figure out the TV because they're not, like I said, they're not specifically plug and go because of certain movies. Like when we were watching Rise of the Guardians, it was good because it's just natural. It's just all CGI. But with the darkness of the other movie, I had to change the settings so I could actually see what was going on. That's where it comes in at. But then the issues I was having with my HTPC with volume, I still can't figure it out.
Well, let's see if someone...
I know. So reach out. If you've had this issue and have figured it out, hit me up. Alvatross17 at Twitter. Or email us at jupadrepod. jupadrepod at outlook.com. Rated R. Dang, I don't even know all the tags anymore.
That's okay, because you can check our slink.
That's right, actually. And it's in my Twitter bio. Go for it.
So now, Blien, I think it's time to move on to our Idiot of the Week segment.
Yeah.
Okay, Idiot of the Week. Okay, you went first last time.
Exactly.
So I guess it's my turn this time.
If you wouldn't mind.
Okay. This one actually happened at Best Buy.
Unlucky.
With one of the guys that's supposed to be a genius in the Magnolia Center. I walked up to him and I said, "Hey, is Jake here?" And he goes, who? Jake. He goes, "We don't have a Jake here." I'm like, "So Jake's not here? He works in the Magnolia." I was on the phone with him like 10 minutes ago. And he goes, "Oh, Jacob." And my first thought is, "You fucking idiot.
Wow.
Jake is short for Jacob, dumbass." And like,
Wow.
I was nice to him. I was like, "Yeah, Jacob. I would like Jacob, which is the extension of Jake." And he goes, "Oh, that's true. And I want." Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I was trying to be an ass, and he was just like, "Oh yeah, that's true. Jake is short for Jacob." Like,
I am
no,
flabbergasted.
Shit. So he walks me over to him, looks at me. I'm not done. I'm not going to announce the guy's name because I don't know if anybody knows him. But then he looks at me after saying, "Okay, yeah, Jake's right there." Then now he's calling him Jake. And I'm like, "Okay." Jake looks at me and says, "What's up, man? I'll be with you in a minute." And the guy looks at me and says, "So what can I help you with?" And I'm like, "Are you... You just asked me this." I said, "Where's Jake?" You said, "Jake." And then I told Jacob, Jacob, duh. Introduce me to him and then say, "Now what can I help you out with?" What?
The answer is nothing.
No,
Thank you, sir.
I know, right? This kid. Oh my gosh! I mean, there's a reason why he's not Geek Squad, but
Well, there is that.
yes, woo. There's my idiot of the week, and I'm not gonna announce his name.
Good. I am still surprised by some people,
Oh,
and I can't believe I am.
Right?
yeah.
Yeah. Jacob. Like, oh my gosh.
Just so everybody knows, not all tech support are actually smart.
Oh, that's very true.
I called in for some support somewhere, and I said, "I've already power cycled my device." They asked me, "Did you try turning it off and on again?"
Yeah.
Just like,
Yes, it did.
oh!
I love it is when I used to get on like chat when I had Comcast internet or Comcast cable, and I'm like, "Here's what I've done," and they're like, "Here's your tech. Here you go. Here's your tech."
Yep.
Yeah. See, I'd always, when I was working tech support at a call center, and then we'll get to yours, I would always ask them, I'd be like, I have to ask because it's required of me. "Did you do this step?" I'm like, "Yes, I did." Just because I didn't want people to think I was calling them stupid. I have to ask, "Did you try plugging it, unplugging it, and plugging it back in?" "Yes, I did." Okay, because they understood. But it's so stupid how they like, "Well, I need you to plug it." You don't think I didn't try that? Mm-hmm. Like, I have to ask. So, anyways, moving on. Juhadre, what is your idiot of the week?
I want to nominate myself because I just recently...
Now I'm definitely gonna vote for that.
It's a joke. Come on. I had the chance to really explore this week because Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday I didn't work. I'm on graveyards now, Thursday through Sunday. So I had ample opportunity to go and experience an idiot of the week. But instead...
Can I pause you for a second?
What's that?
How does it feel that when you finish your Monday shift, everybody else is like is getting ready to finish up their Friday shift?
I will say, getting in the elevator to leave today, it was kind of a mind trip because I'm ready to leave my first day of work. I'm pretty tired.
Yeah.
And this guy in the elevator is like, "Well, and it is Friday though, so that's good news." I was like, "Aw." It was weird. I'm not upset about it or anything like that. It doesn't affect me very much, but it was a weird.
I just thought about that
feeling.
today. Yeah.
But anyway, I did not go and actually get a real personal experience like I did last week or that you did this week. But on my way into a meeting this morning, I was listening to the radio, and this is going to be my actual nomination,
Okay.
but it technically doesn't count, so if no one votes for it, I'm not going to feel bad. This was in the news, a really big deal in, I want to say, the UK. There was a Flat Earther convention, and...
Flat Earthers are interesting.
Now, check this out. I am not kidding. This is 100% legitimate. They have claimed that the continent of Australia does not exist.
Oh, I've heard that. I've heard of that theory.
This was within a month of today.
Yeah.
January 10th. Within a month of today, in 2020, they have claimed that the entire continent and everything you know about the continent of Australia is a hoax. everyone you know from there is either an actor or a computer-run human being. It's not real. And there are people who 100% believe and will die believing that is true. And it is asinine, is what it is.
So what do you want to call that for the poll?
For the poll?
Flat Earthers? Flat Earthers with, or Australia is a joke?
Australia is a joke.
Australia is a joke.
Yeah, I like that.
Australia.
But, like, just think about that.
That's utterly ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. Especially because without it, we wouldn't have the Lord of the Rings.
And we wouldn't have all those fires down there that everybody's claiming for climate change.
Oh my gosh, or kangaroos?
Or kangaroos.
Or, you know, the largest collection of venomous, poisonous, and dangerous animals on the planet? I really want to go to Australia.
Dude,
Yeah.
I would love to go there. I've been seeing all the videos of all the animals that have been there. This is gonna be a little like heart moment.
Yeah, it's sad.
Just seeing like there was a koala. There's no trees around him. There's no branches for it to climb.
Oh.
And this person, I don't know who it was, male or female. So I apologize for whatever. Walks up with a bottle of water and just taps it on the head, like, "Hey," trying to wake it up. Like you could see the sadness in the koala's eyes. I'm just like, I just want to snuggle it, but I know it's gonna kill me.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna freaking like.
It'll bite your face.
It's gonna rape me probably too. Dude, they're aggressive.
I know that they're aggressive. I've heard that.
I don't know, man.
That's actually, okay, check this out. The three of us were at the San Diego Zoo together. Anyway, wait, hold on. Before we do that, that is the end of the Idiots of the Week, unless you...
I have one.
Oh, you have one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I love this. Let's do it. We really need to get a freaking transition for this.
I've thought of a few.
I
Okay.
have too. Actually, I think I want to create my own. I've been liking that idea.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyways,
So,
Blien.
most of the idiots I see are on the road.
Yes, we discussed that last
traffic
week.
one.
Yeah,
Traffic
one. Sorry.
Zoom, beep, beep. I'm a
But,
sheep.
so I recently moved into a new apartment.
Congratulations.
And so I'm looking for furniture, so I decided to stop by R.C. Willie on my way home from work. And where the R.C. Willie is, from my work, I have to go across the road and then get right to, after the entrance to that freeway,
I know what you're talking about.
to get onto the
You're
exit.
talking about the RC wheel that's right by IKEA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one.
I love IKEA.
So I get my signal on super early. I'm just like, I'm trying to get over. This car's right by me. So I decide to speed up to get in front of it. That car speeds up with me.
Fuck Utah drivers. I love California drivers.
I
You get
just-
over, you get over.
I decide to slow down. They slow down with me.
Mm-hmm.
I decide to speed up again. They let me speed up. And I've got just enough room that I can get in there.
Mm-hmm.
So I start to pull into that slot, and they honk at me
Yeah.
like I'm the idiot that doesn't see them. Ugh.
You know what that was? That was texting.
Yeah.
I
So
guarantee it.
I decided, no, I'm not messing with this. I'm gonna stay in the lane I was originally in and go to the next exit. And I put the
Man,
pedal to the metal on.
that is unfortunate.
Yeah. But that person, I'm just like, what an idiot.
Yeah. Unfortunate, Blien. I am sorry that you had to deal with that.
Yeah. It's a funny story now.
It is now. And, the whole concept of tragedy plus time makes comedy.
Yes.
It's a good way to look at life.
Yep.
So there it is, everybody. Albatross, are you posting our poll?
Bro, it just got posted.
All right, so your options are...
Oh, you want to go look that up? Hold on. Okay, tweets.
Wait a minute. Is this a repeat of our top three?
No, this is not. This is. Oh, well, you did kind of end our segment, though.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, so, let me extend it. Oh, let me put the stop on the end. Okay.
Nice.
Well, here it is. Here's your vote. Idiots of the... Yeah, idiot of the week. I was going to say idiots of the internet because I listen to a lot of Time Suck. I'm sorry, Dan Cummins. I'm trying not to plagiarize you. I love you so much. Idiot of the week. Best Buy Tech. Australia is a joke. Juhadre. Or Blien's Highway Experience.
Dadgummit.
You did nominate yourself first.
I did.
Yeah. Let's see if you win.
I sure
Or
hope-
lose.
Is that the...
I'm probably going to redo this tweet because people are like, "What are you talking about?" Well, here it is. You know what? No, it's for a podcast. Idiot of the week. Everybody, if you go listen to it, you'll know what we're talking about.
Well, right, but we'll get a little bit better about that. This is a new segment, and we're still growing and getting used to it. There are ways to phrase it. and
I
stuff.
am me.
You are you.
Yes, I am.
Excellent.
And I'm a fucked up individual that doesn't know how to talk sometimes.
I think we all have moments like that.
I'd concur with that statement.
Yikes.
I'm brutal. I know it.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
So-
I'm trying to teach my son how to talk right now, but he just points at everything. Yeah, that's the worst. Trying to get him to... So, like I was saying earlier on a different podcast, on a different episode, my wife and I, we try to use proper grammar and just the way we talk. It's so difficult because I'm so used to the way that the English slurs and slangs are.
Mhm.
Street talk, whatever. Gets annoying. Trying to talk all proper.
Is that the sudden shift to anyway? Is that what caused that?
When I say anyway?
Yeah.
No, I just said that my entire life.
Well, and that's what I mean. Is you trying to teach your son monkey?
Monkey.
Is that what has made you shift, or?
I really don't like how uneducated a lot of Gen X and some millennials sound. And some boomers. I can't just point out one. I don't like how people are starting to sound very uneducated with the way that they talk or pronunciate or try to get a point across or just an idea. And so I'm trying to be more proper. Because like in an English class, when we were talking about it, she wanted us to do essays on certain subjects, but she wanted us to take out all the words you don't need. And so it was a very interesting way of thinking, oh, you can actually talk without using certain words. Well,
That's fair.
And also, I feel like I sound smarter and not dumb.
Yeah, we add
As I'm
so
trying to
many
talk-
filler words. And that's one of my pet peeves is lots of filler words.
That's what it was. You take out filler words, like you don't need to use a word like that or very. And now it's a descriptive word that they were try and use as many filler words as you can in high school, college. No, get your point across.
It's so funny you say that, because I had that exact experience trying to write up a resume when I was in high school, because I was always taught, be verbose, really sell yourself.
Yeah.
And then when I actually needed to build a resume, they're like, what is all of this?
Yeah, when I was in high school, they told me you need to make sure you have every job down, make sure you put as much detail as possible. It'll look great. So mine came out 2 pages. And then I have an entrepreneur who's a good friend of mine. He looks at it and says, what is this crap?
Yeah.
No, you want it simple, to the point, sell yourself really quick. Because when an entrepreneur or recruiter is going through, they're going, next. Oh, I can see it all right there. Okay, he's good. Oh, I'm not reading all that. I'm not reading. And I'm like, oh, really?
Yeah.
I think high school gets a lot of things wrong.
Which is probably one of the biggest reasons why I was upset about another topic for another day. They increased property tax in the city where I live to help pay teacher salaries.
Uh-huh.
So I need to pay an extra 48 cents a year.
You know what, I'm going to say this,
Or
and this is
month or
probably going to get me a
something.
lot of flack, but screw some teachers, because the teachers that just hand you a packet, I don't think they deserve that big of a paycheck. Now, I did have good teachers, but I agree with you. We shouldn't have to increase ours. It's like, well, do you actually deserve the raise?
I don't
Because
think they do.
if you're just sitting here giving your kids packets, I got a lot of packets in high school. And I'm like, so what did you teach me? You
Even
handed
on-
me a packet and then sat at the front on your phone.
Well, even on top of that, just like we were talking about, there are so many people who are dumb in today's society.
Yeah.
And they have a high school diploma.
And some of them have degrees.
Yeah.
I also have had the wonderful blessing of working with youth, 12 to 18 for several years. We're talking like 5-6 years. They're not smart.
No,
most
they're
of the
not.
time they are pretty dumb.
It's because they're not methodical.
Right, but they're not being taught that, so why do my taxes need to increase to pay for someone who isn't doing the job for a school in which I have no children?
Well, think about what else they were doing. They were also doing that Common Core crap where every kid has to have, no 2 kids are the same.
Yeah.
No. And then everybody has to be on equal, like, I understand equal rights as in, we shouldn't discriminate, but if this kid right here is a top A student, and obviously he's going to make it, well, this kid down here who learns differently, will treat them a little bit different, as in structure it to fit how they learn.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you've also got they also want to take away like honor roll.
Oh,
What?
Yeah, they want to take away honor roll. I'm sorry, I know kids that will work their ass off for that honor roll.
Yeah.
While other kids are like, what? If I do 80% of the assignment, I can still get an A. Why go any further?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that and the No Child Left Behind that we had here in Utah.
I can understand No Child Left Behind.
Well, it's
but not the way they went about it.
Yeah, it stops the higher students from progressing.
Yeah, because
They
they
get held
say,
back.
well, we're only learning this. Everybody on this grade learns this. Well, but I need to advance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was always on. I was almost on honor roll, but all this new crap that they're learning, like oh man, it's so stupid.
Yeah.
So,
But that's a whole nother subject. We're getting into This is not a politic or that kind of podcast.
No.
Let's get away from that shit. Damn it.
Speaking
So
of
I was watching.
language,
So I was watching TikTok today, and I heard the funniest. It made me laugh so hard. But a coworker of mine didn't actually get it. I walk into the office, like our admin area, and I look at him straight in the face. I said, "Hey, does getting a bigger doorbell compensate for having a small ding dong?" See, you're laughing. You laughed.
I did.
That was hilarious. I laughed so hard at that. But he was just like, "I don't get it." I'm like, "Oh my gosh."
and on that note, let's go ahead and close up this episode. Blien, thank you so much for being here.
no problem.
How can people find you?
I'll let you know once I get a Twitter account up. I am on Twitch. I'm gonna start streaming some games. It's BLIENN,
Uh-huh.
So 2 N's this
two
time.
N's
Which
on Twitch.
It's funny because you actually did your mission
Yeah,
in Ukraine speaking, Russian speaking.
Russian speaking.
And Blien in Russian stands for
Pancake. It is also a cuss or a byword. It's like saying crap or dang or fetch.
That's funny.
But yeah, the parents of kids yell at their kids not to say Blien, and so I decided to pick that as my gamer tag.
Well, then what the heck do you say? I'm in the mood for Blien today. No!
Don't say pancake.
Yeah, exactly. But you can continue to look us up at Juhadre on Twitter.
Oh, now you're doing what I do, man. So tongue twisted.
Not tongue twisted, deciding where to go next. Because do we introduce ourselves? Do we introduce Rated R? Or
Well,
do we
I'm
just say
Alvatross, and across from me is,
Juhadre.
and you have listened to Juhadre.